And I shared with you before that Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin, he went to this masjid, and he's not the imam of that masjid, Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin. So for Fajr, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the imam of that masjid didn't come, and Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin, they look at Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin, they said, go ahead, you lead the salat. They didn't know him. He lead the salat, and Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin, he made a mistake in the recitation. And like almost everybody is correcting the Shaykh. Everybody. After the salat, the Shaykh, he gave a little nasiha. He said, Jazakumullah khair. It is from the sunnah to correct the imam if he made a mistake. Jazakumullah khair. And this is from the sunnah. However, it shouldn't be like this, okay? Not everybody correcting, and now it's fawda. It's like people raising their voices in the salat. One is enough. One old man said to him, that's your fault. It's all your fault. You have no business, man. You're an old man like me. Just your place is right here, man. You have no business going in the front. He didn't know who the Shaykh is. The Shaykh didn't say nothing to him. He didn't say, who are you talking to? I'm Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin. Nah, none of that. The ulama, he just smiled and let him go. Like another time, Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin, they mentioned, he was in Mecca. And after he prayed in the haram, he took a cab. He took a taxi. The taxi driver didn't know who is with him, subhanAllah. So when he said, Shaykh Salam, and he introduced himself, he said, Muhammed ibn Uthejmin, Ibn Uthejmin. The man looked at him and was like, really? The driver. He's like, no. He said, come on, Ibn Uthejmin. The man, he's like, nah. Then the Shaykh said, what's your name? He didn't give me your name. He said, Bin Baz. He says, I'm Bin Baz. Because he didn't try to believe the Shaykh. He said, I'm Bin Baz. The Shaykh says, no, you're not Bin Baz. The Shaykh said, the driver says, well, if you're Ibn Uthejmin, I'm Bin Baz. Then Ibn Uthejmin said to him, wait a minute. I would like to agree with you, but Bin Baz, he's blind. He don't see. He can't drive. Then the man, he says, while driving, want to give a hug to the Shaykh, and he's like, see, Ibn Uthejmin. It's like, subhanallah. You know. So this is the subhanallah, the tawadu of the ulama from Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin. They mention also that once Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin, he was traveling with some of the students, and they were coming back home. He lives in Buraida, in Qasim, in Unayza, in Qasim. And you know Saudi Arabia is a desert, mashallah. And they drive in a desert, and it's very hot. Here is this man walking. And as they passed him, Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin says, did we just pass somebody walking? They said, yeah. He said, stop, return, go back. So they went back, and the Shaykh, he said, they gave him salam. He said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to Unayza, the same city the Shaykh is going to. He says, you want a lift? As they say, you want a ride? The man says, yes. The Shaykh, he says, okay, mashallah, ahlan. But no smoking in this car, and the remembrance of Allah. The man, he says, actually, that's why I'm here. I was riding with certain people, and they were smoking, and I give them da'wah, nasiha. Ya ikhwan, smoking is not good. Fear Allah. They said, look, if you don't like it, man, get out. He said he got out. Look, Allah gave him a better ride. Allahu Akbar. Better company. And then the Shaykh asked him, he said, you live there? He says, no, I don't live there. You visiting somebody? He says, no, this is my first time going there. I have some questions to ask Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin. Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin said to him, why didn't you ask him when you were talking to him earlier? The man said to him, you're as old as Ibn el Uthejmin and making jokes with me like this. He didn't know that was Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin. Rahimehullah. And they took care of him, give him some beverage, this and that. Then they told him, that's the masjid, Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin. Pray. And the man went there, and then he waited. Then Shejkh Ibn el Uthejmin came, led the salat, and stayed for the class. The man, he's like, Ibn el Uthejmin, subhanallah. Allahu Akbar.